If you clicked on this video, I probably don't have to convince you that having a great first touch is super important in soccer. And that's why I'm going to show you the 10 best exercises to improve that first touch and get a perfect first touch. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, we have the regular inside same foot exercise. Well, I've performed this maybe like 1,000 times and it helped me improve so much. So what you do, you pass the ball to the wall, you open up to one side, pass it to the wall in a diagonal angle, and then perform it on the other side and keep it going for as long as you want. Then we have the horizontal touch, and this maybe feels a little bit uncomfortable when you do it for the first time, but it is so effective and it is really game realistic too. Because what you do, you pass the ball to the wall, then open up around the cones, and normally you just have like one cone, but now we have two cones and we put them a little bit further apart from each other so that we have a further distance to cover with that first touch. And then you pass it again to the wall. And what you do with this exercise, you have a change of direction of your body, and that's why it is really game effective and realistic, because in the game you also have to change your body composition and your direction all the time. Then we have the direct touch, and what this one does, it teaches you to pass the ball immediately when you don't have time to receive the ball first. So when you receive the ball, touch it and then pass it. If you don't have time to do that, this one is perfect, because once you pass the ball to the wall, you immediately have to pass it with the other foot to the other wall and keep it going for as long as you want. Next up, we have the inside switch feet, and this is basically the same as the inside same foot, but a little bit different and also very effective. So once you pass the ball with the right foot to the wall, then you touch it with the inside of your right foot to the left side. Same for the left foot, then you touch it with your left inside foot to the right side, and then pass it again in a diagonal angle to the wall, and that is it. Now we have a little bit more of a ball control exercise, but it is a combination with the first touch obviously, and this one is very effective when you receive the ball from the air. So what you want to do, you want to pass the ball in the air with the inside of your foot to the wall, then open up to the other side with like the toe of your foot, and then pass it with the other inside of the foot to the wall, and then again open up. Well, this is a little bit different, but so effective, and maybe a little bit hard when you try it at first, but keep going and you will get it, and it will help you definitely in the game. So next up is a really game realistic first touch exercise, and that is like direct touch to 3 sides with it open up, and I will explain it because it sounds a little bit complex. So what you want to do, you want to pass the ball to like one side, then directly touch it to the middle side, and then with the other foot touch it to the right side. Once you go back to the middle, you're not going to touch it to the right side immediately, but instead you're going to open up. Then after the open up, you're again going to repeat that same pattern. have the inside outside, and this one is passing the ball with the inside of the foot to the wall, then open up with the outside of the foot, pass it to the wall in a diagonal angle, and repeat it on the other side and keep it going for as long as you want. the outside open up on two sides. So this one is basically put two gates with two cones on each side. Then pass the ball to the wall and open up with the outside of your foot and go through each of the gates. So you switch sides with every pass you give to the wall. And if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can add a first look, a checkup around the shoulders just to check the surroundings to make it even more game realistic. Then we have the inside open up on two sides, and that is basically the same as the previous one, but this time the open up will be with the inside of your foot. Again, put two gates and go through each gate with every pass you give to the wall. And again, if you want to make it more game realistic, add a shoulder check. Lastly, we have the regular open up on two sides, and this is again a regular open up through the gates. So on each side, again, put a gate, and if you want to make it more game realistic, again, add a shoulder check. So there you have it. That were the 10 best exercises in my opinion to improve that first touch. Now, these aren't the most spectacular exercises, but they are so effective and they will definitely help you improve the first touch in a short amount of time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and hopefully see you next time. Ciao!